Hello everyone and welcome to another Naruto Emblem Battle video. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. After the last video talking about how to play the game and how the game operates, I kind of wanted to do a video talking more about team building. Going forward, I kind of want to do a lot of just videos talking about how to make really good teams, what teams really function well, more so just talking about an opportunity to talk about the emblems themselves more in depth than I already do, because there are a lot of really great emblems, like outside of just their designs and how cool they look, they function really well just inside the game in general, and some of them, while looking kind of ordinary, actually turn out to be really good emblems. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I first started playing, I was like obsessed with the whole Gamba aspect of the game. I was just swiping and swiping to get the best emblems possible, or at least the ones that I thought looked cool. But now, recently, I went to my local round 1 to record this video, and I've actually been excited to play, like just actually play, not even roll to see if I can get any emblems, even though I did try and kind of failed. Kind of. I got some cool things that I needed, but I'm just excited to show you guys my findings, which some of them, honestly, funny enough, I forgot to even mention in the original tutorial video, which I will discuss in this video, because again, a lot of this has to do with in-depth specifics about emblems and their abilities and how they function. One of them being, because I forgot to mention this in the tutorial, iconic scenes. So iconic scenes are basically like an extra passive ability that can trigger specifically during like a specific round, that are also just specific to specific characters and specific moments of the anime, which is why I guess they're iconic. And again, these are normally just effects, like they're not like special attacks or anything. And these effects can vary. Some are specific to teams, some have more so to do with what specific enemy you're fighting. I don't think there are a lot of them as of this recording. I mean, I could be wrong. There were a lot of things I forgot to mention in the last video that I learned while playing, and so I'm learning along with you guys, which this whole experience of making a team and playing was a big learning experience for me. So without any further ado, let's get started. And the first emblem I really wanted to showcase was, of course, the first gold emblem to ever be released in the game, which is the Kurama Link Naruto. Now this Naruto, of course, besides just being a beautiful emblem, I mean, just look at the gold. And honestly, the gold fits with, you know, the golden cloak. He honestly is a really just powerful attacker. Some emblems really just benefit by either doing one or two things, like attacking really hard or just supporting attackers or just supporting the team in general. Some emblems can be really self-sufficient, like this Naruto can kind of be self-sufficient, because his skill 2 at the start of the round, if you have fewer than 6 chakra, grants you 2. Honestly isn't bad. I just wish, which it probably would be a little broken if it was this way, I wish it wasn't only for the first round, because it says at the start of the round, but it's the literal first round. I never saw it trigger multiple times. I only saw it trigger during the first round, and that was it. I don't know if maybe I was doing something wrong or what, but either way, it would be a lot better of an ability if it was just constantly flowing. That way he could really be just self-sufficient. He wouldn't need anybody's additional passives to give him chakra. He wouldn't need to wait super long to attack. But honestly, it doesn't really matter, because his iconic scene skill gives him, like, automatically gives him like 2,500 attack, if like when it goes off during round 4. So having that extra attack is like great, and you needing to wait a little bit to get all the chakra you need to do your special attack is fine, because you're probably not going to really attack with him until round 4 anyway, because of that iconic scene. Because once he gets that extra 2,500 attack, he's going to really be like nuking. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. And that's kind of what this team I randomly put together to support him kind of revolves around. Just people who could do a lot of damage while also having a few emblems that can support each other. One of the supporting emblems here, or probably the supporting emblem on this little team, is the 5-star Hinata. And honestly, again, this Hinata emblem looks great. Absolutely beautiful. A very underrated, I'd say underrated moment from the anime. And she also has an iconic scene. And honestly, this iconic scene skill is honestly why she's on this team. So usable on round 3, she grants 2 chakra and permanently increases attack by 2000 for you and all Naruto allies. So every Naruto ally is getting 2 extra chakra, every Naruto ally is getting an increase of 2000 by their attack. That's really, really good. So to have like a Naruto-centric team, which is what this team is, that's going to be giving them a lot of great support. And everything else she does is kind of fine as well. Her second skill, which is the Byakugan, during round 3, she can check to see which enemy is attacking, which can seem like whatever, but honestly, it's pretty good, because if you know which emblem is attacking, you can see what type they have, and then just go with type advantage, which is also another thing I forgot to talk about in the last video. So type advantages. I'll probably put it on screen somewhere, but type advantages do matter because, of course, if you haven't played a game like this, if you're hitting somebody who's your type disadvantage, you do less damage, and if someone's attacking you they're the advantage, then they're going to do more damage. I mentioned the advantages more so about like the timing attack battle getting their gauges bigger, and the button mash battle having the positions be in your favor, but there's also like stats involved too. Like you're going to do more damage to someone that is advantageous to your type rather than you would if it was like type neutral or type disadvantage. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I'll put it in the video for you guys to see. But yeah, so that's another big thing, huge thing that I forgot. But interestingly enough, because I did multiple rounds of this to test for footage, which we'll go over in a little bit. But one thing I do want to mention, since we're talking about things I missed to mention in the video, is about iconic scenes and how when you use an iconic scene, you have to have your emblem be the attacker, but they don't have to actually be the attacker. So to explain what I mean, normally when you move an emblem up to be the attacker, you would, oh my gosh, I have to remember the buttons. Press the right button. I forget what color it is. I think it's red. And then that'd be your attacker. That'd be who you have set up. But if you have an iconic scene there for that character for the round, let's say it's round 3 or 4, you could just press the left button, which I think is blue, and it'll play the iconic scene. You'll get your buffs and bonuses, and then you could just put them back in the supporting area. You don't have to play that emblem. And honestly, that's huge. Because I didn't know that was how that worked until I did it. I have this 4-star Naruto, which is the Naruto that is good on the meta team, which at some point I will make a video on that team, even though, well, who knows when we'll get volume 3, so that team might not be meta by the time I make that video, especially if I don't get the Itachi, because I'm still missing that Itachi, so hopefully I get some luck on that next time I go. But this Naruto is really good for just raw damage. Because at the start of round 3, he releases 4 shadow clones, which is nice. But also at that same round, when he's deployed as the attacker, his attack is increased by 200 until the end of the round for each Naruto on your team. And the Narutos that count are the shadow clones and just the regular Naruto emblems, which I will go over later. But I also have another Naruto that also produces shadow clones. So that 200 is stacking like crazy because of all the Narutos that are on the field. You're like a small army on the field. And honestly, I don't know if there's another card that produces clones, or at least not a red emblem, at least like a Naruto clone. But if I would replace that gold Naruto with that one, you could just do more damage. But I don't know. There might not be as of this recording, but who knows? Because I know there's I want to say there's like an orange emblem that does that, but you would probably lose a lot of stats and attack power at that point because of the rarity. So it probably it wouldn't even out at all. But yeah, and also his special attack also does more damage based on the Naruto allies you have. So just a huge attacker. He's probably, honestly, I'll show the other Naruto now, but either this Naruto or the other one is going to do the most damage. But I think it also depends on if you get lucky with type advantage. Again, we'll go over the footage because it's crazy the amount of the attack stacks I was able to get, as well as the damage, just the raw damage that came out. But this other Naruto, is the Rasen Shuriken Naruto. During round 2, though, he produces only 2 clones. And at the start of round 4, he permanently increases attack by 300 for each Naruto on your team. And I think that's also, like, these are self-sufficient cards as far as, like, their damage potential, because these buffs only apply to themselves, not to other Naruto allies. So this 300 attack for each Naruto is only for him and not anybody else. And he also deals heavy damage with his special attack that also is increased by the number of Naruto allies. And so my strategy here is basically to have Hinata start the fight. At the start of round 3, we have her use her iconic scene, and then we have the speed Naruto, the 4-star Naruto, use his special attack, because he should normally, because his chakra cost is 6. So by round 3, he'll most likely have 6 chakra, especially with that Hinata support. So he, at the start of round 3, releases 4 clones, and then starting round 3, he'll have that damage buff. So he'll be the attacker for round 3 9 times out of 10. And then for round 4, we'll have the Rasen Shuriken Naruto be the attacker, because his second skill starts at round 4. And if they're still alive at round 5, which normally they aren't, I have the gold Naruto do the attacking. Though sometimes, just because I wanted to showcase him, I have him do the attacking at round 4 instead, just because I wanted to see how much damage he was really going to be able to produce with that permanent increase of 2,500 because of his iconic scene, stacked with Hinata's iconic scene. So, and again, we got some incredible results. Alright, so I played with this team for a good little bit, mainly because, for 2 reasons. One, I was trying to do all 5 battles, of course, but also, in doing so, because I was having trouble swiping at one point, or at least it wasn't accepting, it keep telling me to try again. And while that was happening, apparently, if you take too long to swipe and it accepts it, it'll make you restart the entire thing. So I got to like the 3rd match. I had trouble swiping it, and then it just kept telling me to redo it. And then by the time it actually accepted it, I had to do all the fights all over again. So that was fun. Not really, but either way, I got a lot of practice with this team. So at this point in the video, I had a flow going. So this is the 3rd match, and this match was insane because I had some crazy damage numbers on it. But this is against the Pain CPU battle. And first off, I start off with Hinata at the front. And honestly, during my recordings, every time I started with Hinata at the front, she always got advantage, which was so funny to me that ended up being the case. She just always got advantage. No matter who she was up against, it was always against a tech opponent, which I don't know the odds of that. That was just me being lucky. That was definitely not planned. But yeah, round 2, we get 2 Shadow Clones, which is great. And I honestly just have that Naruto just be the next attacker up front. For no real particular reason. There's not really a strategy on that one. It's just, I mean, might as well, I guess. But yeah, it's just getting timing attack battles down, which I also got lucky on getting good timings on those. I also kind of have a flow with timing attack battles, but that's one of those things where it's like, I could never explain. If someone asks me, hey, how are you so good at this? I don't know. I played a game called Dragon Ball Heroes that kind of had a similar system, so that's kind of how I was trained into it. But anyway, round 3 comes up, and there's a lot of effects going off. We have the Hinata telling us who's attacking, and it's the Toby, which is also a tech, which also is speed. But I still will probably end up going with the round 3 Naruto anyway. And now we got the buff going off, which stacks the attack by so much. Oh, never mind. I end up going with this Naruto instead. Yeah, because I was going for type advantage. I wanted to see if I can get more damage with this Naruto if I went with type advantage. And I mean, normally I would, but how much damage? You know, well, we're about to find out with all these stacks. Now, he doesn't have the round 4 buff with his own iconic scene. So the damage is going to be a little bit less because of that. This is not going to be max damage, but it's still going to be pretty decent. And honestly, the only reason why I'm good at the little like button mashing, it's not even button mashing, but like button matching, I guess, is because of the Naruto Ultimate Ninja series. And okay, we got about like 6k-ish in there, but dude, yeah, this healing from the Nagato emblem is actually insane. I think the Toby did a little bit of healing too, but yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so no, I was wrong. Because the Kurama link went up as well. I just saw that. And maybe it's if he's the attacker. I don't know. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention. Either way, this next round we play his iconic scene, but I don't remember. I don't think I have to be the attacker here. But again, honestly, if he had that bonus when we had him attack originally, he might have killed. But this is where we set up the Rasen Shuriken Naruto, and we get some insane damage, which is crazy because again, they basically got their full health back from all that healing. So we have a lot of damage that needs to go out in the next 2 rounds. And I win the timing attack battle again, which is crazy because the Toby also like boosts the speed of my timing attack battle to make it even harder for me to win it. But I still lucked out. It wasn't too crazy. But yeah, now we're gonna see the crazy damage here. 9,800 damage is insane. That's wild. I think that's the highest damage I actually hit with this team, which is insane. That is a lot of damage just to be throwing out like that. And now I'm going to show another match as well, just to showcase more of the gold Naruto, to see like what max damage he could get when he has that buff active. Both the Hinata buff as well as his round 4 buff with his iconic scene. Alright, and on to the 4th match. The match literally right after the last one. This was a good showcase for the gold Naruto as well, just to see his max damage. A lot of the same things I did last time, I believe I did this time as well. Round starts, we get that free 2 chakra. First round up, we start off with Hinata as well as a good runner-up. And of course, yet again, she's up against a tech opponent, though this time her defense is lowered because of that Sasuke's ability. But honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you lose. I mean, unless you lose. Because if you win, you do a lot of damage, and they obviously are going to do less damage to you because you won. So that buff is honestly, I mean, I guess it'll even it out. Not even. I did 2k, he did 1, so yeah, not even. Yeah, round 2 we get the 2 clones. And the Kurama link didn't give us the chakra that time, so I don't exactly know why. I don't know why that triggers. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments, because maybe I'm misreading it, but I don't know. It didn't trigger that time, so I have no idea. But anyway, we got another timing attack battle here. This one's a lot closer. It's honestly so scary when the computer does it so well, because it's like, oh my gosh, I have to like super outperform or else I'm gonna get hit. Which is fine, because honestly, I don't worry about these until like they get enough chakra to do special attacks, because that's when I need to worry about getting hit, is when they do all that damage. But unless they have that, then it's really not that big of a deal. Alright, so we have the round 3 Byakugan coming up, and so that Sasuke's going to be the attacker. And then, of course, we're going to have the iconic scene play, which will give us all the nice little bonuses for every Naruto on the field. And I believe this is where I send the Naruto... Okay, so that Naruto goes up this time around, alright? And then we can see his damage, because, again, starting from round 3 is when he starts to shine. So this is his round. This is his round that you want to have him set up. Now, he's probably not going to do max damage here because of type disadvantage. But I'm mashing like a maniac, so I'm still going to get the attack off. But it's just not going to be max damage here. Now, I am curious, because especially looking back at this recording, I don't know. It goes by so fast, too. What scene is that from in the anime? Is that a filler? I don't know. But still, 8K. 8K is crazy. Not the crazy 9K we saw earlier, but still, 8K is still a lot of damage just to be throwing out. I mean, a lot of rounds would be over. Like, a lot of fights would be over, because not a lot of teams have more than that amount of health. But anyway, round 4, this is where our gold boy comes to shine. His attack is boosted by that much, and man, just looking at those attack stat numbers, that's big. That's big. That's what we like to see. Alright, this Sasuke gets his attack boosted, but it also, again, doesn't matter. And now this is neutral typing, so I don't get any advantage or disadvantage here. So this might not be max possible damage because it's neutral, but I'm still suspecting he's gonna hit like a truck. Also, I'm pretty good at these, I would like to say, but I've only gotten max damage level once from hitting the little timing rhythm thing. But oh my gosh, that was 10k. That was 10k damage. Yeah, like, I mean, nobody's living that. Nobody's living that, that's for sure. So yeah, 10k damage. Yeah, about 2000k overkill. That's insane. That's actually insane. Yeah, I mean, again, that's high. That's really high damage. If it was type advantage, if I had type advantage in that scenario, hell, that might have been like 12k. It could have possibly been 12k, but that's wild. That is some wild numbers. And yeah, I mean, that's basically the team. That's basically how each of these emblems operates separately and as a unit. But yeah, that gold Naruto is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good indeed. Not bad for the first gold emblem, and especially not bad for the first emblem showcase. But yeah, that's gonna about do it for this episode. Insane numbers, especially for a team I kind of just threw together just looking at their passives. And honestly, making videos like this has made me more curious about how strong teams can be. And also, again, I've pointed out the meta team of this volume, but I personally, again, I don't have the Itachi, but I haven't even looked into how that team works. So let me know if you want me to make a video about that, even though I might not have footage myself, or at least not until I get lucky. But let me know if you want a video about that in the comments, or what you would like for the next Emblem Battle showcase to be. Because even though I don't have gold Itachi, I have every other gold emblem that has been released so far, and I have plenty of other emblems that I can showcase and maybe make teams revolving around. So yeah, let me know in the comments. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. This is the Final Hokage, and I'll see you guys at the arcade.